All right, folks. It's Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve night. Technically speaking, in the Finnish time, we're already Christmas Day, and of course, everybody is celebrating Christmas with their families, friends, or just alone. Now, when I say everybody, I don't literally mean everybody. Hello, J-Killers. I mean that a lot of people are not wasting their time on ho 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 stuff. Hello, HB Dixon. But like you people online with me, yeah, we're pretty much done with the Christmas Eve already, and we're focusing on something else. For me, for example, hello Necro Vomiter, I was just actually eating, drinking a little bit of wine, leftover from the dinner, watching football, family sleeping and all that stuff. And I decided, yes, it's time for me to play a little bit, because why the hell not? No early calls for me next morning, so I'm just gonna enjoy some good whiskey. And I think it's time for me to finish this Glenmorangie 18 years old whiskey bottle today, because I just got two more whiskey bottles. J-Killers, you might be right. That might be exactly true. So maybe people are celebrating their Christmas by opening presents tomorrow. I don't doubt that 1 second, to be honest. Either way, I'm done opening my Christmas presents, and for me it's, more like whiskey time. So I don't know about you people, but I hope your Christmas has been good or decent, to say the least. For me, nice and cozy. I'm just, to be honest, at this point, I think I've been eating so much that at this point I'm more like hoping to get back to the gym after a few days of absence. And it's been absence because I've been pretty much letting my... That sounds nice, J-Killers. I'm happy to hear that. But yeah, personally, I'm just hoping to get back to the gym. I'm recovering from my... can't call it injury, but can most certainly call it some kind of a problem with the left thigh. It seems it's probably been inflamed, and this inflammation has been causing me a little bit of oh, that's nice. So for me, this
of chocolate for Christmas, and now I'm going to eat it and be fat.
Yes, Dixon, that sounds awesome. I am actually happy that I didn't get chocolate myself, because I don't care so much about chocolate. That being said, I had three pieces of chocolate today, taken from, the last ones from the whatever general family box of Finnish chocolate it was. But I gave 4 boxes of chocolate to different people. Kids, and, with other family members. But I was really happy to get a couple of nice whiskey bottles. And hey, I got Star Wars Crocs. I was hoping to get Xbox Crocs, because I recently saw those around for sale, but they were already sold out. And don't get me wrong, I don't think that Crocs are stylish or anything like that. But as someone who lives on the countryside, I gotta say, Crocs are the kind of shoes which are very easy and actually comfortable to wear during the warm season. Meaning whenever you're gonna take out the trash, feed the chicken, whatever.
Being gluttonous over the holidays, it makes the January New Year's workouts feel better.
Oh, I hear you, Dixon. You're absolutely right when it comes to being gluttonous during the festival season.
Sacrilegious impalement.
Yes, J-Killers, I have done my sacrilegious impalement retrospective on the channel. So if you're keen to hear more about my opinion about the band with more details and such, I urge you to watch the video commenting the albums and other things in more detail. But yeah, I'm not big of a chocolate eater, but like today I was sipping a little bit of wine. I was having Jalovina, which is basically Finnish brandy. That in a glöggi version, a glöggi being mulled wine. And you know, that is like some 20% strong only. But it made such a nice liquor, meaning I was sharing it with the guests. We went to sauna, had some glöggi long drink, so-called glüngere. A horrible name I get. But, you know, it was actually quite nice, you know, having this little bit of this Finnish cinnamon mulled wine kind of a thing. And that together with some Finnish long drink, glöggi. So it worked pretty nicely. Had a couple of those cans. And gotta say, it was refreshing to have something else than your regular beer for sauna drinks and all. So I've been sipping a little bit of alcohol through the evening. Red wine, white wine, long drink, and that Jalovina glöggi. So it's been a relaxing evening, to say the least. So now it's the perfect time for a little bit of late night gaming, especially when I'm super satisfied that my team in NFL, New England Patriots, they just secured their playoff spot, which is of course fucking great, if you ask me.
Should I buy the normal version of Death Before Dishonor? I have the first release version.
Now, I don't know about that because I never actually listened to that album.
It's October 10th in my books.
All right, fair enough. I don't know exactly why, but for some reason, Goat Moon never felt like it's,
Goat Moon
you know,
in general is one of my favorites.
you know, my cup of tea. I don't know why. I mean, they do have some good music, so, or they, him more likely, because after all, it's actually a God damn it, are these gonna kill me? Maybe I should just lure them like this. I think that was pretty much nice improvised kill there.
Close call. It could have gone anyway then.
Yeah, true that, Sir Damien.
My top 3 is Broad Beret from Goat Moon and Seelan Vihalin and HM Impaled Nazarene and Impiety.
Yeah, if you like J Killers, that Matselun Viholinen and Goat Moon, them being very melodic black metal, yeah, I would definitely be surprised if you didn't like Nightset stuff. I mean, I'm not saying that we are exactly that. This guy is fierce. But he will die nonetheless. These guys think that like they have a chance, but they don't. They just don't know it yet. Okay, this guy is fierce. This guy moves just like I would move. You know, being a ninja in the mall.
Azazel and Horna are also very high on my list.
Well, Azazel is very solid. They don't have any weak albums. Not implying that Horna either has, but in my opinion, Horna is not as consistent. You know, it's more like Horna is more like those bands, you know, with their ups and downs. There's certainly some really good albums, but there are also these albums which are, in my opinion, just kind of the basic, you know.
If Marcus was here, I would ask him about Bloodhammer and Ride for Revenge split.
What you would ask about those two bands? Let's do a little bit of a save game here. Okay, 98 hours in. Seems to be a nice shortcut here. Let's do.
About their split album, I remember that Marcus is huge Ride for Revenge fan. If you were a 15-year-old, some adult would say, do you know what else you could have done with 98 hours, LOL.
Yep, with the 98 hours I could have done absolutely not much, given that I've been lately playing these games late hours, meaning when everybody else is in bed. So, for example, not in my case, I would not have been, you know, most certainly these hours I could not have been, you know, going to the gym, realistically. Bar? Yeah, why not? But then again, can't go bar. You know, can't go. Won't go bar like daylight, workday evenings and stuff. So these 98.
Late at night, it's enjoyable.
Yeah. So this is my typical, gaming session indeed. Takes place during these late hours, because that's pretty much the only time when I actually have a gaming time. I don't have any recollection how the Neutron Hammer's album actually sounded, so can't really comment about that one. But yeah, if I was smarter, I would definitely use these gaming hours like playing a guitar, making new songs and all that stuff. But let's be honest about it. Me too, I have to relax, and gaming is, in a way, my Panzer War Warlord. Can't say I know that one.
Why are the best Barathrum albums hardest to get like?
Depends, I guess, which you consider the best.
Legions, Satana, Occult and Venomous and Anno.
So are those really hard to get nowadays? Like, I gotta say, I didn't know if they were.
Get them from Discogs and pay a lot like 20 euros in post fees.
Okay, that's unexpected, to be honest. I thought they were like, you know, normally available albums. That's why I was surprised. Alright, there's my last. Samurai Die Show of this place. So, time to go for the last loot here. Or the main loot. No, that wasn't the last one. God damn it. How many fucking Samurai Die Shows they have in this goddamn place? I've been lately blasting some Morbid Angel, and man, it has been so refreshing to hear some proper fucking great ass, you know, death metal. It's not like I ever forget it. I mean, you know, after all, it is my all-time favorite death metal band. I mean, one of them.
Easy are Fanatico, Lubercal, Infernal. The others are harder or hard to get.
All right, J-Killers, I'll take your word for that. I just somehow assumed that all of that would be easy to get. I kind of assumed that Baratrum would be the kind of a band that has all those albums easily available and all. Didn't really strike like, you know, some of those cult hard to get bands. I mean, in my mind anyway. But I don't really check out the availability of bands in general. I don't care that much, you know.
Let's go knock on Jan's door and ask nicely for copies. Lol, just joking.
Yeah, we should totally do it. Like, Janne, where are your albums? Why they are not so easily available? What's wrong with you? You know, that kind of stuff. And then he would reply with his recognizable voice. Oh, what the hell are you talking about?
Can I please get one of each? Thank you. Hey Tom. John is here. Drink some coffee.
Hello, John. Or Jon. Is it more like Jon? No coffee for me this late. I'm just sipping whiskey now. I mean, technically speaking, of course, I could drink some coffee, but I don't need any more coffee at this hour. Oopsie.
Like Joan.
Like Joan. Okay. You never know, because some countries have the J very softly pronounced. Like in my case, my real name is in Finland pronounced as Jerry. You know, not like Jerry. So I should probably know a thing or two about it. But I mean, like, either way is fine with my name, of course. Okay, these guys are nasty when they're attacking as crew. Trying to kick my ass. See if I can double that stunt. Oh yes, I can. Triple that stunt. Okay, this is just...
were commonly bought from Sammy 10 as reference to the Turku Satunal video where Jen was talking about Jesus and the crucifixion.
All right. I need to find that one more. Die show.
But yeah, it would be nice if the CDs were a bit more easier to find rather than buying from some polished guy.
Yeah, exactly, J Killers.
Fail.
I kind of, I'm kind of annoyed that some labels still push out those limited.
Marcus.
Hello, Marcos. I'm kind of annoyed that some labels still do those stupid limited edition things because that's just like, creating just artificial, overvaluation to these albums, meaning like that's basically raising those, Discogs prices for no good reason. Because everybody knows, who understands any basics of the, how economy works, that basically all prices are usually more or less tied to the supply and demand thing. And when this kind of a demand is based on very
Marcus, what do you think about Bloodhammer and Ride for Revenge split album? Prophecy Productions is the king of limited editions. It's irritating. Still.
Yeah, I agree with Sir Damien Frost. That's just fucking stupid. That's just creating that totally kind of a fake value on these things. I mean, I don't mind if there's special packaging, which are more like limited edition, because obviously they are risky to produce. But just fucking create the normal version for people who don't have time to, look out for, these limited editions and all. And also the other thing is, it's not only creating these fake supply and demand problems for limited edition albums, but it's also promoting those bootleg versions. Say, if there is like
from other RFR albums, shorter songs and what PPL would call war metal, I guess, still good and garbled, filthy.
So for example, when there's like some limited to 200 copies kind of a CD, and then there are people, but I want to have it. There is always some person who is gonna try to make money out of it by creating some kind of a bootleg out of it. So that's the kind of a nasty side effect what you get when you're like when you're trying to get all that.
Younger generation have normalized streaming. This limited stuff won't catch them to their physical media.
That's very true. Very good point, Sir Damien. When streaming is so normalized that it's even totally legal, totally legit to get the music without actually buying it. Now, of course, it has affected how this limited edition would work, or limiting the factor.
Really representative of their work, though. The live album Born Alive Abortion is a good one. Surprising quality for a live album, and hey. Or one of the compilation albums to get a good, thorough picture.
This blood and gore never goes out of fashion in my mind.
Up there with Naz, Varathram, Archgoat, Beharit and the like, deserves its place among the legends, as do clandestine Blaze Buddet.
And there is the final Samurai Daisho. You wanna spend unnecessary time killing these useless secondary.
Get the 4 Varathram albums no matter what. I may be getting in high storm, but the production is not that good. My way of buying artists has changed. I used to pick a label and buy everything of interest. Now I buy the whole discography at once, i.e. Saw.
Ooh, badass guys. Are you trying to fucking fuck over me? Not gonna happen. Talking to NPCs is the next level role playing.
As Sir Damien of the North.
So this place is now pretty much finished, so let's head for the chest. Everybody else is talking music. I'm just like, hey, let's talk about the game. I think it's soon some whiskey time talk for me anyway.
Using AI to make NPCs could make gaming next level, but this technology not there yet.
Yeah, Sir Damien Frost, I agree. The next level thing might be, making single player games or even single gamers to have this kind of stuff available at some point. Let's celebrate unlocking this great chest with some whiskey. Let's see first the inventory. Is there anything good for me? So far the answer is pretty much like nope. It's like Tinder matches. You go for like, hey, there are plenty of likes, and then you go see them and you're like, okay, not really, So all these gear upgrades are more like, yeah, not really the like I was. What brand is my stereos? I have this Yamaha amplifier, second in a row. I have old Cambridge CD player, and then I have some Yamaha speakers. They are not exactly high end nor low end, some mid price ones, which felt good at the time at the budget when I was buying them. I could really upgrade them, but let's be honest about it. I'm not an audiophile, so I don't know how much added benefit would I get even if I bought some new speakers, which would like cost twice these ones. I don't know. Never bothered to actually check out that stuff. Northern coast of Fukushima. And I still don't have the, the fucking scouts. All right, I'm mostly done with this place. There's actually one place I need to. Of course, fast travel is not possible.
I have LG bundle with the player and 2 speakers.
Well, yeah, I do have better setup than a bundle for sure, and I have had this for quite many years. I mean, I upgraded my amplifier many years ago. There's actually a story related to that. So I was kind of given this kind of it's not scholarship, but kind of I don't know, some kind of a stipend. I don't know how it translates. Anyway, some kind of a bonus for my wow, that was quite a jump. Some kind of a bonus for my journalistic work in Finland. This was already many years ago. This was, I think, not related so much to Rauta, but something that I've been doing in the written sense of, Finnish metal music, journalism, reviews, whatever. So I was given this. I think it was something like 2,000 euros, something really, meaningful amount of money. Maybe it was 1,000 euros. I can't really remember. But I remember that when I got this bonus money just out of blue, I decided like, hey, I'm going to buy a new amplifier. The one that, supports better sound system, like, Dolby Atmos, Spotify, Bluetooth and all, versus what I previously had. And because I was satisfied with my previous Yamaha amplifier, I decided to buy a new one, which was also Yamaha. So I have had this for a few years now, more than 5, less than 15. I don't know how many years, probably something like 7, 8 years now. I've been really satisfied with this one. This Cambridge CD player, which I bought secondhand. It's not really good. I mean, it was probably good in the 90s or whatever, but it's really picky with those CDR albums and all that stuff. So I'm not really that satisfied with it. And what else? Still no fucking Northern Ghost. Okay. Fuck me twice.
Ever played XCOM 2? Tactical turn-based game, a sci-fi setting.
No, I know XCOM 2. I did pretty much know the series, but never
Slightly
played
on
it.
top of, got a
Fuck.
Samurai Rebellion DVD waiting for me. And Woman in the Dunes. Shinya Tsukamoto's Kotoko, Haruko the Goblin, The Adventu.
That sounds good. So what the hell? I simply can't seem to find
Definition
this.
from teenage, weird, preferably black and white horror movies during the holidays.
Seems like I cannot find this place. I'd better go riding. I just wasted all my scouts trying to find this place. No, cannot find it. So I better ride it. And for my turntable, it's a, you know, Audio Technica. I can't remember.
Solid. Been meaning to GT back to it.
This kind of what you have, Audio Technica, but can't remember the model or anything like that. So I've been just using that for years. Funny thing is, I bought that Audio Technica turntable when I got this come on, Archcode vinyl years ago. He gave me the vinyl,
Now I joined with my PC.
and back then I didn't have a turntable. So I was like, okay, I could wait for the CD to come later on. But if I want to, review it right away, I just better, buy a turntable. So when I was riding home from Archgoat guy's home with that brand new LP with me, I was thinking like, I could actually go to this, store where they sell, all kind of home appliances. So I went to this place, went to check out if they have turntables. They did have like 3 models. So I decided to scout, what they are like. So I started Googling for the reviews with the models. There were like 2 Audio Technicas and a third one, which I can't remember. So I was like, okay, so maybe I just buy this turntable because I'm anyway here already. And turns out that this turntable seemed getting like fine reviews. So I bought it. Then I drive home with this Archgoat LP, and there I have it.
Yo, Rauta, late.
Hello, Gyrolam. Yeah, you're not too late. I've been playing what? Less than 1 hour. And I plan to play a little bit more, given that I don't have an early wake-up call tomorrow. Right, time to.
Like WTF are these prices? Someone had Hailstorm listed for 50 plus 15 posting fee.
Yeah, well, it's a seller's market in such places, I guess. You know, that selling for 50, 50, and postage for LP can easily be 15. So nothing unusual about it. But I mean, you could find the given album cheaper at some point too. So you could just, wait if you're not hurry with that.
No.
どの季節にも果物はあるが、中でも格別なのがこれ、柿はいかが？
これは食べ頃じゃな。味見しておくか。
Usually being hasty with the, buying certain albums means that I end up paying extra money.
おお、近頃はどうじゃ。それともとうとう琵琶を習いとうなったか。
この琵琶をお渡しに。
これは。
Goddamn whiskey bag empty, so good.
武田元明のもの。死んだのか。
はい。かの者は海賊には国。
I gotta say, I started liking this Glenmorangie 18 years old whiskey over time. My first impression wasn't, this isn't exactly very good. And now I kinda like it, which is a shame that now I finished the bottle. I mean, I have the last few drops in my glass, but basically, it's the end of the bottle.
一番の愛弟子と共に喜びたかったものじゃ。
Kind of acquired taste in that sense. What about you people? Do you drink whiskey?
海賊どもが探す宝と関わり合う鍵か。
Would I get weird looks in Finland if I said I don't drink?
I don't think so, Dixon. Of course, there are people in Finland who don't drink at all. Just getting through these weird quest lines here. Sotomo Gate.
Is death reptile crying good newer listen but heard the name often?
Well, that reptile shrine is, let's say, it's a very acquired taste. It's my friend's band, and he's a very good friend of mine, but his music is very experimental, shamanistic, not so much metal than anything else. So I would say it's definitely not for everybody. But the good starting point would be to listen to Goat Moon / Dead Reptile Shrine Split, which came out not too long time ago. I reviewed it, so if you want to learn more about it, well, that review most certainly gives you a little bit of idea what's it like.
今すぐ失せろ。
分かった
I have that split, it's worthy.
It might be worthy, but it's definitely not for everybody. That's what I'm saying. It's such an acquired taste kind of a thing. Swimming time in the hazy, cold water. I gotta say, been visiting a few of these kind of old ships, and they are cool in my opinion. Okay, here is the mini boss, Mr. Silver Speeder. Okay, he would deny my... Okay, this is a big one. But there he is. Dead.
抜け荷屋の棟梁を見つけねばここで何もかも終わらせる
Speaking of ships, how long to get a ferry from South Finland to the Baltic countries?
Speaking of ships, how long to get a ferry from South Finland to the Baltic countries? Well, if you leave from Helsinki, the trip to Tallinn is something like 4 hours. So it's not like almost at all, you know, very easy. You just go for a couple of beers, eat something, and boom, you're done. From other cities, it's not basically available, you know, taking a ship or ferry. Okay, if I want to make this area nice and taken care of, I should probably start finishing this one. But yeah, Helsinki and Tallinn, Estonia, yeah, they're very, very easy to reach. So Finnish people do that like all the fucking time. And of course, from southern Finland, getting to Sweden, it is easy. You just go from Helsinki to Stockholm or from Turku to Stockholm. Both are not exactly short, but they're fun trips to do. And I think actually going on a ferry, between Finland or Sweden or Estonia, it's actually more relaxing and more enjoyable.
Finland and Sweden are on my bucket list. I have family near Vasa I can visit, and I just want to party it up in Sweden's zany face.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Does it get that cold in Finland?
Does it get what cold, Jarolan?
If I buy Hailstorm and Eerie, I buy the one that has the bot in one.
But can't say the lately Finland has been very cold because this particular winter has been very easy on us. And one can only think about it's fucking climate change to be, blamed for that. So unlike in this game where you now have nice snow and all that stuff, I mean, Finland has been, for most parts, not exactly snowy. So instead of white Christmas, we have been rather getting quite black Christmas. So it's very bleak, very October-like, and frankly speaking, very dull. I would say most Finns like when it's actually like a proper winter. Even if it's colder, even if it means... Well, I mean, I kind of do like snow. It makes the whole winter more winter-like. And it's also making places look nicer, if that makes sense. So, yeah, snow is pretty...
We just got hit with about a foot of snow here. A Christmas miracle.
Nice, Dixon, nice. And of course, like, you know, it's just prettier when it's like, you know, more snow around. I'm not saying it's necessarily better. For inspiration, for sure, it's better when it's more snowy. But it also can get quite annoying when there is like too much snow, you know, plowing the snow, call it snow works. I mean, it can be quite irritating if you live in a house, especially in the countryside like I do. I mean, I don't exactly enjoy spending 2 hours, you know, a day doing the kind of a snow works, you know, plowing the snow. But I mean, it's not like I hate it, especially when it's not something that you do every day. But you know, when you have better things to do than just plow the fucking snow, I mean, sometimes you feel like, yeah, I could be just doing something else. But you do what you must because, hey, that's life.
I agree. Winter is more bearable when everything looks nice and covered in snow as opposed to bare brown trees and brown dead grass. And back, dog wanted out.
Yeah, exactly, Dixon. I agree with you 100%. You know, winter can be so boring and kind of depressing too. But when there is snow and, you know, simply said, I guess things are more bearable. Yeah, Marcus, I totally understand. Taking the dog out is very important. Our dog's already sleeping.
Snow is good, cold is better, keeps most of the PPL inside so it's actually nice outside.
there is that point too what Marcus made.
Too long, emo.
Yeah, winters tend to be too long. Can't deny that. But the good thing in Finland is...
Full moon with fresh snow on the ground looks so cool, like millions of crystals everywhere.
Yeah, Dixon, that's a very, very romantic view on it. Like full moon, snowing, look like crystal. But I mean, you do have a point. Indeed, it can look like quite magical in a way. And about winter being too long, well, that's true. But the thing here is, at least in Finland, we can and in other Nordic countries, you can actually. Okay, what the fuck was that? We can actually enjoy that we have 4 different seasons, you know. Because I mean, there are countries where you barely have no season at all, you know. So at least in Finland, it's nice that we have different season, different feeling. So when you have summer, you can totally appreciate it in different fashion, because you know it's kind of a well deserved after so many months without warm and all. The same thing applies, in my opinion, to fall, spring, and winter. So when these seasons are kind of a short period of time, they're entirely different, you kind of get to appreciate that it's not some copy paste kind of a season, but it's like celebrating those different times. I don't know if it makes sense, but that's what I feel. So there is this different feeling when you have all those, different seasons for real. So they're not just, like different, on blueprint level. Yeah, our spring is supposed to be a little bit different from summer, but it's actually different. So I can at least enjoy that.
True. Summer is garbage, though.
Well, I like summer, so I can't really complain about it. I mean, summer is maybe crap in terms of being inspired for some black metal riffs and all. And I mean, of course, there's life beyond just making black metal music. Yes, Jay Gillers, another album I have reviewed. I know you don't watch my review videos, but you end up often asking me about the albums which I have already commented. So that's just another note. But I mean, I like summer because I like doing barbecue. I like being outdoors without too much clothing, meaning I get to be on t-shirts and shit. And of course, women look prettier during the summer. And of course, there are more interesting outdoors activities for me when it comes to being summertime, warm and all. I think this area is pretty much now done, except for this one castle. And since I like raiding these castles, I think I'll just jump in. But I'll need a glass of water, so be right back. Sipping whiskey is fun, but sipping whiskey is more fun when you have a little bit of water to go with. I guess I'm getting also a little bit tired. So let's see what the time is. No, it's just 1:41. So I'll get some water and then head back to the game. What do we have here? Alright, let's save game. Can we get to 100 hours today? Yes, we can. It's almost 100 hours. So give me a minute. I'll take a piss. I'll take some water and be right back.
might be stupid question, but how does Discogs work? Like who to need and the like.
So of course someone was commenting
There's also a few black metal
something when I was away. No idea what it was, but my educated guess is J Killers was asking something from Markus. Am I entirely lost?
Is there like messages or something like that? Yes. They don't sell any of the stuff you can't find on Spotify, either, like Clandestine Blaze, Goat Moon, Wino. Rauta Metal, what was the last album you bought yourself? Assuming you get pretty much every release for free for review.
Yeah, I get so many albums for free. I don't really buy that many albums. But I think the last album I bought myself was the... I think it was the Celtic Frost Monotaste vinyl I bought for something like crazy as like 80 euros. Because it was some rare edition thing. But I basically got it for, you know... I basically traded it. So it didn't... Yeah, the original price was something like 85 or whatever at this second-hand shop, and at least the owner told me that it was from his personal collection. But thing here is, I traded it because I took some CDs to this CDs and vinyl for something like worth 300 euros trade value. So I didn't really pay anything for that. And then there was Beheksen album, the vinyl one, which was something like, I don't know, was it 30 or 40 euros? But again, the same thing, same place. So I was, hello Black Widow. So I was just trading those albums in. And then I took Dark Souls Steelbook edition. So I took something like those two vinyl and that's that Dark Souls game for about 150 euros. So I still have something like another 150 euros to be spent in that place. And they were all those review CDs and vinyls, so I didn't really spend any important coin. So my point here is, it was actually a very nice deal for me, because I was kind of assuming that if I sell them, it would be something like maybe I would get less than 100 euros. I was thinking I would probably get something like 60 to 80 euros, because I didn't even count, I didn't even count how many CDs I took there, so I was just assuming I would probably get like something like 100 euro a piece. But it turns out when I was doing the inventory at home, like which albums did I, like how many I actually sold or traded, it was something like 100 CDs. And there was something like maybe less than 5 vinyls, and there was some special wooden box which I also traded, but it was something like something that I basically never could sell. I think it was worth like something like 30 to 50 euros.
I'm collector scum, so I've paid a lot for stuff in the past before I came to my senses. In recent years I've tried to keep it more sensible.
Yeah, Margus, those collector's items always so much. I mean, I would never buy that.
At some point.
I would never buy that Celtic Frost vinyl for something like 80 euros. I would probably consider it something like I would max pay for something like, I don't know, 25, 30 euros, because it was not that important. But Monotheist is actually one of the better albums by Celtic Frost. I figured, since I don't even have it on CD, why not to buy it? Because, like I said, I didn't even literally pay anything for it. And yeah, Jay Killers, about that Discord meeting we actually had. One Rauta Discord meeting last year. It wasn't technically speaking just Discord, it was general Rauta meeting at Steelfest.
Did buy the Wolves Among Sheep book for 50 euros though, plus shipping, taxes and so on. I like music history. There's a few hardcovers compiling Black.
Yeah, I totally get it. Anyway, I should definitely revisit that second-hand shop and see what else they had in stock. The reason why I had to hurry was they were closing. I was there like, I don't know, 25 minutes before the closing time. And then he had to go through the albums. So he had to make a very quick estimation how much he would pay me for that. And I didn't want to haggle. I just wanted to get some money out of it. So we agreed that I would take those 3 items just now. And then I can come back later time to, get the other stuff for another 150 euros. So he would basically mark down the value they would own me. So I figured this was a nice deal, and they have even, retro gaming consoles and games, comic books, obviously, which I think I will get the next time if I don't find interesting albums, because I don't care if it's comics instead of albums. I'm just like, it's just nice to trade those CDs away and get something cool in return. So who knows what I will be getting the next time when I go to this second-hand store. So how was everybody's Christmas?
Have you read any of Varg Vikernes' books? Extremely interested, but I don't know. If it was just one, then sure, but the guy split.
I haven't read any of Vikernes' books, no. Gotta say, I haven't found them that interesting. First of all, he's known for so much, kind of a revisionism, you know? You know what I mean? Like he seems to be twisting the truth, like how it would, suit his style and all.
Varg has his own versions of what and how everything happened.
Exactly, Margus, and that's why I'm not too interested in his writings. I mean, I'd gladly interview the man and all, but to read his books like that, I'm not so sure. At least I won't be spending my own coins in that. Now, would I review some of the stuff if I was being sent? Yeah, I guess. I mean, why not? But like said, not that interested.
Varg is actually back on it now.
How come I'm not surprised? Is he doing anything sensible this time, or is it just same old, same old? I actually read recently a Weakerness interview on Imhotep Z number 13. But that being said, it's an old one, like more than 10 years ago, so it doesn't have so much relevant stuff of today, but it was very interesting to read. But that interview kind of shows how he's, trying to twist the truths to suit his liking.
Saw the family. Great food. Now back home with the dog and a bunch of movies. The other half still with her family. Yes.
All right, that sounds good, Margus.
God Joel Rauta from Norway flag, Norway.
Good Yule, Herr Död. Nice to have you here. How is your Christmas or Yule going?
What's up?
Hello. Rutgers and Jussi, how are you doing?
Food. Ate some food. Opened presents.
Yeah, that's Herr Död. That's how it's supposed to be.
Christmas at my parents cooked SMTH and stuff related.
Oh, Black Widow, really good. So everybody seems to have the same kind of a thing going on despite where you live and all. Hey, what? Right on, Rutkönen. Hold on, what's this stuff that's... Okay. T-bulbing.
羊羹をお安くしとくよ。今日だけだ。
おお、羊羹じゃ。伊賀を思い出すな。
Do you say July/Yule or Christmas, Rauta?
Well, we say Yule. Basically, in Finnish language, Yule and Christmas is basically the same thing. So in Finnish language, it's joulu, which is exactly like Yule.
Oh, and I tried a beer with honey flavor.
That sounds awesome. I have tasted some.
In Norway.
I've tasted some honey beer over years, and it's good stuff. Yeah, I figured out it's the same in Norway in terms of Yule. There's nothing Christian in that name in Nordic fashion. I don't know how people normally think it is, but normal for us Nordic folks. That Joulu or Yule or whatever is not really related to Christ by name, I mean. But let's do a little bit of save game here. And I think we can now celebrate 100 hours in the game. Precisely. I have about an hour to go. Do we need to talk about some Rauta stuff related to 2026? I think at least one giveaway is something that we should be doing, because I've been getting some extra CDs lately. Don't you agree? I think we could start the first streaming session.
Sounds good.
Next stream session, I think we should totally go for some giveaway. If nothing else, just to celebrate the new year. And the plan is to do the first stream on the very first weekend, very first Saturday next year. And that being said, I already know that there will be a challenge for September stream because I'm traveling in September, and also I won't be able to do the first weekend of February when it comes to doing streams. I mean, I'm supposed to do that Nordic Metal cruise the first weekend, so I don't know what will happen to February stream, but I guess we'll somehow able to figure it out. At some point. But about the other streams for year 2026, I tried to keep the normal pacing, which means one normal stream a month, and then these gaming streams on top of that. And after Christmas, I'm trying to plan the first interviews for 2026. But of course, at the moment, the question is what and when. There are a few gigs taking place in January, which I hope to yield some results in terms of this.
Hello,
Hello, Colossus PM.
brother.
卑劣者め
How are you doing?
Dude.
How was your Christmas?
通り越し
Very good.
Anything special doing? I can't say I did anything special.
This old Nick and Hex clock split is surprisingly entertaining. Whoever's behind old Nick knows his stuff. Parody, black metal but food. Try. Not really.
I have heard some good stuff about that old Nick thing. But I gotta say, I never listened to it myself, so I can't say I really know the music. It's one of those bands that, yeah, I know the name, but never got to listen to it.
Extremely cliched but in a good way. Thinking of that, how could I serve Satan?
Okay, Margus, that's good. Colossus, how you can serve Satan? Well, start talking people you know out of church. Tell them to teach them to tell them to think for themselves, you know. teach them, you know, critical thinking, questioning the dogmatic teachings. Everybody can do that.
I can recommend to listen Deus band is no longer active but so good.
Darius, can't say I have heard that name before.
Never heard either. What album? Where to start? In the mood for new. I think there is nothing left than to serve Lucifer. Eskin's album. You should serve yourself first.
I have to agree,
見事な
Black
職人
Widow
技じゃ。
on this.
I'm gonna take this to the next level.
So what does it mean, Colossus, when you go to take it to the next level?
To really serve Satan.
Well, first of all, you know, to define Satan means very, very different things for a lot of different folks. For some, it's just, you know, more like metaphor of ways. Some, it's definitely a similar thing than, you know, Jesus, like a spiritual being, guide, or whatever. So I don't think there is like one definition of, you know, Satan. I mean, it's not exactly the same as talking about.
Where can I get Goat Moon Stella Polaris CD that has Constantin Kivitaya, not Rock of the Nations?
こを調べよう。
Best of it that I can keep it secret.
If you can keep it secret, I don't know how it would, serve any kind of a thing. I mean, that's the winning tactic for a lot of
My rituals.
the winning tactics of Christianity and Islam is they don't keep it secret. You know how they have pretty much, won the game is they were spreading the words rather than keeping it secret. So depend.
Hopeful or go home.
Yeah, I would say so. That I mean,
Corrupt them with kindness.
that's a good tactic, also, Marcos. So I don't know how keeping things secret have ever served in terms of some kind of a cult anyway, a bigger purpose.
I think if you praying to something is cringe.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers.
Destruction.
Praying is, in my opinion, very useless. I mean, me jerking off has more power to the world than prayers.
Destruction sounds like a one and done type of deal with limited influence. Yes, you are much happy after.
Damn straight, Black Widow. I'm just running in circles in this same place. And there it is, the final guy show I was looking for so badly. The thing with destruction is it's very very taxing thing, you know? And rarely it's something that, you know, in big scale, one person can do before it's being stopped.
Dang, all the weapon choices make me wanna try a Ubisoft game.
Yeah, this is, Marcus, to be honest, a lot of fun. Talking of which, now talking about these stuff, these items and all. Now I actually want to go to see the hideout things, if I can actually make it. God damn, I don't still have enough of that fucking wood. Seems to be that I would need to just, I don't know, loot more stuff all the way. Oops, my microphone was up. I guess you didn't hear me saying anything for a while. Yeah, but these items are so much fun. There are some marketplaces. I mean, not really marketplaces, but merchants. You can do that stuff. I don't know for how long my mic was down, in case you didn't hear me. If I have been silent for a bit, it's been because of my microphone was up. I was anyway commenting a lot of that stuff earlier about Satan and destruction and all that stuff. I don't know if you heard me. I had no idea for how long I had this mic muted.
Heard just fine. Guessing you have another mic somewhere. Unless there was more.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just for a while off. So anyway, now I want to go back to this hideout to upgrade some items. All right, let's go. Upgrading. But yeah, these weapon choices are indeed quite satisfying. Now gotta do a little bit boring work for a bit. Gotta just, you know, upgrade some of the it seems I can't forge before I get like these resources, so I need to dismantle a few. Which is exactly why I'm here, because now I have. So so much money that I don't really need to sell these items. But when I dismantle them, I get...
Frog today in chat.
Yeah, well, Freedom Frog is probably enjoying Christmas with his friends, family, whatever. To be honest, I was very surprised how many people turned up today. I was actually assuming that I would be here pretty much alone doing the stream, because I was expecting everybody to, you know, just enjoy the Christmas.
Maybe Freedom Frog is Santa.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, anyway, when Jay Killers showed up, I was like, okay, there's Jay Killers is the only one who is not celebrating the fuck, I actually upgraded the wrong weapon. Well, that happens. So anyway, when Jay Killers showed up, I was thinking, okay, he's the only one who is not really celebrating Christmas, so we're gonna be just two of us on the stream. And then the rest of you started popping up, and I was like, okay, I'm just wrong here.
If you build it, they will come.
Guess you're right. Let's see if there's some cool upgrades. Too lazy to go through these all.
早く戻れよ。
Okay, this is enough for now. Alright, what's up then? Because it seems like the second to last area is now done. Should I go for individual quests?
Christmas was over at like 1500 hours or something.
Okay, that was very early on. Jay Killers. Harima, okay, there's still one area. This key. Southern Himeji. Oh fuck, I don't really have the scouts. Okay, let's go fast travel and buy some scouts. I want to finish these side quests too. The scouts are so cheap with the amount of money I have, so I will just buy a few of them.
We just eat at like 12 and open presents, then talk everyone layoffs and goes to graveyard, then it's over.
that sounds so obscure, like very Finnish thing. Yeah, we just meet each other and then we eat and then we go to graveyard. Like, what the fuck? Seriously? What is so macabre of you? But I mean, I get what you mean. Don't worry. But it sounds just so fun. Yeah, we just eat catch up, and then we go to graveyard.
老いぼれだがな、値打ち品ばかりの品揃えだ。
For us, it was pretty much eating with their, relatives.
Gravelings
And-
are beautiful during the holidays though.
Whoa, I was about to sell them. Glad I stopped myself before, selling them. I need to buy them.
But that's how it goes in order.
ありがとう、お若い武者さん。
Yeah, I'm not saying, like I said, I don't say you're wrong with that, but it just sounds so weird when you put it like that. I rarely go to graveyards. I mean, there's nothing holy for me in them, and also I don't really, celebrate the dead, so to speak. So for me, going to graveyards would be just, I don't know, waste of time really. I've never been the kind of a honor the dead person. I'm way too atheistic, non-believer,
Depends on
whatever
the
you want to
if I
say.
know they'd appreciate it. I can stop by their graves.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, of course, Marcus. Like, if they would be there, like, hey, we actually like that you come to celebrate us,
というやつじゃ。
then it would make sense. But the thing is, I don't
I'm an
think,
atheist and I still visit my grandparents' grave.
well, you do you, but I really don't care about the graves. Because for me, visiting those graves, it's nothing else but, people to satisfy their own needs, really.
We have a happy graveyard and is full of color and funny quotes on the gravestone.
Well, that makes sense. But yeah, I'm too non-believer to consider that those.
I see both sides. Celebrate what once was, even though now it's just bones and dirt. If it was
Yeah.
me, I hope the animals get me before humans.
For me, it's like I don't mind if people do those graveyard visits or whatever, but I also think that it's just, meaningless. So to me, when people visit the graveyards in order to honor the dead, I think they're more like looking for their own inner peace in those deaths rather than, anything else. Maybe they are trying to find some solace because, you know, they feel like, hey, maybe we should have been more together in real life when you people were still alive, you know. Maybe I'm totally wrong. But, you know, for me it doesn't really mean a thing to visit the graves. Because I consider, and you know, dead people is just dead.
Want to go to heaven to have eternal life like that's boring AF. I think it's lights out and rot.
I've even gone to as far as to say, like, when I'm dead, don't fucking mourn my death. Rather celebrate it. Drink. Fuck. Listen to some music. Don't make it a unhappy event. Make it a happy one.
ごゆるりと待ったとて何も変わらない。全ての裏に義貞がおったのか。抜け荷屋が藤高殿の動きを知っておったわけだ。藤高殿に伝えねばな。
So if people would be having fun, you know, at my funeral, and I was alive to kind of make a point about it, I would fucking applaud to people like, yay, you could actually make it, you know? But of course it's not up to me to do anything about it. Okay, it's 10 minutes to 3 o'clock in the morning. I will finish my glass of whiskey, finish this quest, and hit the sack. As much fun it would be to play all night and all that stuff, I mean, why not? But that's not really possible.
さあ走れ。抜け庭に対処しました。背後にいた明智が南蛮人から鉄砲を買っておりました。
戦と死は消せるが悪事には疎くてな。わしには分かりそうもない。礼を言うぞ。
それだけではありません。黒幕は藤高殿の家臣のものでした。
義貞。何かの間違いであろう。
藤高殿の身の回りを仕切るものならば盗むもたやすいかと。
話が大きすぎる。確たる証拠なしには捕らえられぬぞ。嘘で我が一族を陥れるつもりではなかろうな。
では証拠をお持ちします。
間違いであれば誰かの首が飛ぶであろうな。
And the quest line is still not done. I was thinking, now it must be done. No.
Stream ending. HMM, maybe Mario Bava's Bay of Blood and then an episode or two of Columbo, the greatest series ever made.
I didn't figure out you're such a big Columbo fan. But yeah, the stream is about to end because it's already so late. I guess in a way, I always empty these castles way too early because when I'm back to questing, then the quest always takes me to a castle that I have already emptied once, and then I have to kind of fight my way through it again. That's of course my own fault because I do clear out those castles before my quests take me there, but hey, it is what it is. Doesn't matter, just telling more about my bit silly kind of gaming. I could just wait until it's time. I think I will do this one more quest because I'm so far away. Let's see if I can actually also get those marketplace items here while I'm at it. Not that the hideout improving is that important, but yeah. Oops, I could have actually sold the extra items.
地元と海の向こうの品があるよ。
また今度来よう。
またごひいきに。
But yeah, if nothing is prohibiting me, tomorrow I will continue streaming because why the hell not? I just hope to hit the gym in the evening and then hopefully be back to streaming. Yes, I have to go inside the castle first. There is our target.
軽くて成功じゃ。
藤高様にわしの行いを告げてはおらぬであろうな。
お前の不忠義をか。
藤高様は戦と死にはお詳しいが、財政についてはからっきしじゃ。わしは必要な分しかいただいておらぬ。他の者ならば何も残らぬであろ
う。裏切りは裏切りじゃ。
Oh goddamn. I hate these long boss battles because they're so goddamn tiresome. God damn it. Now it's probably getting even more additions. No, don't get me killed because of... There.
これならば証拠になろう。
Finally, maybe hitting this. And again, just going around with these quests. Okay, it's past 3, so I guess I have to just now piss off and all that stuff. Alright, catch you later, Black Widow. Maybe tomorrow we'll have another date online.
Night is young, movies it is.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Laters, have a good one.
Have a good night, Margus. Have a good night,
Y'all take care, bye bye.
Black Widow, and the rest of you guys.
I'm going to keep the party going with Santa. There's cookies to be eaten.
That sounds like a very, very solid plan, Dixon.
I go to Discord. HB2 Dixon knows what's up.
Alright, I'll just quickly fast travel to this nearby place and save the game. So maybe see you tomorrow with more streaming content. So good night, have a great evening, I guess, or day, night, whatever it is, and try to behave. Rauta out.